Okay, I just had to press record there. Anyways, I am so excited. It's summertime and it's nice weather. And guys, it's a great reason to be a part of Pampered Chef, right? It always is, but I'm just super pumped for some reason tonight. So we're going with it. All right, so we're just gonna kind of start off celebrating some team goals that we achieved. And so last month in May, as an organization, we sold collectively, every single little person, 89,291 and some change, and we had welcomed 17 new people. So we helped change 17 new people's lives, which is super fun. Right? Because think about it. Think of if the person that invited you didn't ask you, you might not have these opportunities. So we must continue to think of others and share. And then, so let's welcome them. I don't know, is anybody new here on the call? Let's see here.
Annie was coming, but I don't see her yet.
Yeah, I'm trying to see here. So we have Lexi was new, and Heidi under Jamie Halber. Dawn under Viola, who's under Jess McKnight. Terry was invited by Jenny under Jess McKnight. And Viola was invited by Jess. So she started and then she added real fast. That's fun. I think some of these people did. Oh, Tara, you're on here. You're new. Tara,
Hello.
you were invited by Kayla. Tell us a little bit about where you're from. Tell us a little about yourself.
Well, first of all, I don't know if y'all can hear me. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. I'm Tara Runcie. I am from Greeley, Colorado. I have been a Pampered Chef lover for 10 years, and I've decided might as well make some money at my addiction. So here I am.
I love it. And how did you meet Kayla then? Through a party, or did you know her?
Through a party. Yep, through a party last fall. Had a couple of parties with her, and she's just kind of stuck with me and sending me every month what the new consultant kit was and what was going on. So anyway, I finally just jumped on board in May. So this is my first official month, and 4 parties in and 2 this week, and working on 1 next week. So
that's
I'm
awesome.
trying.
Woohoo! You got it, girl. You got it. And you've got a whole slew of people that you can ask questions to. So this big group is the part of the Cooking Up Success organization, and you can always put questions out there for all of us. So
sounds good. I appreciate it.
Yes, we're always in this business, I say, for ourselves, but definitely not by ourselves, right?
Awesome. Thank you.
You bet. All right. And I know that Kayla also welcomed in Sarah. Just trying to see here. And then we have
Nicole just joined.
Nicole just joined. Perfect. So Annie was welcomed by Jess Jervik. So Nicole was welcomed by Janelle. So Nicole, introduce yourself. If you can hear us still. I don't know. We'll come back maybe otherwise. Unless you want to introduce her, Janelle.
All right. Well, Nicole, I don't know what happened. You just turned into a red screen, but you were on there. But anyway, Nicole Wicks is from Sioux Falls. She has her first party on Thursday night, but she's also simultaneously running an online party for her long distance family and friends. So we can really knock it out of the park and get her double free. We're actually feeding them both into the same party. There you are. Nope, that's not her. Okay, so anyway, she's a dental assistant in Sioux Falls. So I met her at a party a couple months ago, and she said, I'll do it. I just got to wait for my tax return. And now she's funding her daughter's sports activity, which is hockey, which is really expensive. So that's Nicole.
Okay, so some of you don't have your names on here. So if I say your name and you're new, you have to introduce yourself. Okay, so then Joni invited Lori, and Janelle invited Lynn, and Veronica and Erica, and Beth, who's under Janelle, invited Amanda, and then Crystal had invited Kim. Heidi, who's under Jamie Halbert, invited Connie, and Jamie also invited Lexi. I don't know if I said that one or not. Okay, so Is there anybody else new on here in May, in the month of May? I think there is, but I don't know your name. I see Samsung, or I don't know who you are.
Oh,
What's your
sorry.
name?
Can you guys?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Yeah, I'm new to this. My name's Annie.
Okay.
I'm from South Dakota.
So you were invited with Jess, right? Jess Jervik?
Yeah. Well, yeah, Justin Janelle. Yeah.
Perfect. And why did you decide to give this a shot?
Mainly financial.
Yeah.
I'm due with my first child. I'm having a boy in October. So just kind of picking up some extra cash, in the free time that I have now, and also scoring some awesome products, meet new people. But yeah, kind of just the money part is what got me initially, but I'm excited to see where it brings me from here.
Yeah, that's exciting. Woohoo! I'm excited for you.
Yeah.
So, and I just met you. So, your reasons are the number one reasons, right? That everyone joins. I know I was like, hey, I want extra cash. I bet 95% of us could probably say that was at least part of the decision making, if not 100% of us. So yeah, so excited to see where it takes you as well. So fun. Well, I think, and then the other person I'd like to talk about too is, so in the month of June, Vanessa Cox was invited by Faye, who's under Jessica McKnight. So that's who we have so far for the month of June. So I don't think she's on, but welcome. So we're excited to have you guys here. So for this next upcoming month, or current month, actually, we're already over halfway through. So we have a big, bold goal of 100,000. And I think we're going to hit a lot of it. We'll talk about this here in a second. With all of the Party in the USA that we did and all the bookings we got for June, I see great potential in that. So I think a lot of us are running those parties now or coming up here. And so I think we're going to end the month with a bang. So it'll be a fun surprise. And then our other goal is to invite 25 new people. So again, just remember, like I always say, just like the waitress's job is to offer us cake, right? Or dessert at the end, it's our job to offer this business too. Just like it's changing many of our lives, it could change someone else's too. You just never know. Right. Okay, and then we had a couple promotions. So a couple people invited others, to their team. And so they became a senior consultant. So that means they have one person on their team. They sell $150 themselves as the consultant. And then the person under them also sold $150. Anybody know, and some of you new people might not know this, but it's a learning tip here, what you get what extra percentage you get by adding one person to your team? Anybody know?
1%.
You got it. 1%. And that's on both your sales and theirs as well. Okay. And then there are two people that promoted. Let's see here. I might slaughter some of these names, but correct me if I'm wrong. Jess, is it Jenny Schaff? I don't know if I said that right. I think she's off. And then there is Jennifer Ulrich under Jamie Halbert. So that's exciting for them. I don't think either on, but still, it's a great accomplishment, and they might watch the recording. And then we just wanted to celebrate, so I briefly touched on it, but the Party in the USA. First of all, if you have not done it yet, it's not too late. And it's not too late to follow up with people if you haven't done that either. But in our organization, we booked 87 parties in 38 states. Even if you do it and get one booking, guys, wahoo, right? Or even if you just reached out to people, maybe you didn't get any bookings, it's still exciting because, that's just your job, right? That's our job, is to reach out to people and offer it. And if they say no, you at least did your job. And so that's worth celebrating too. So woohoo to everybody that participated. Again, it's not too late to participate in that. If you're going, what in the world is she talking about? Just check in with your director, but it's also on our Cooking Up Success page, which is super exciting. So I am super excited. Anybody like wahooing that? I mean, come on. Is anybody else excited about that? I was excited about that. Woohoo! Yes, wave your hands. Cheers.
I was clapping. I was clacking on mute.
I could still see it. Just seeing it. And then I just wanted to touch briefly too for other booking ideas. We put the ham challenge out there as well. And in case you're not aware anyways, every time you sell any of the Toy Story items before Friday, so by the end of Thursday, June 20th, if you just sell one, your name gets put into a drawing to win movie tickets that they'll announce on Friday morning that you can win. So to go see the movie. So first of all, that's exciting. And then the top 50 sellers will get 5,000 extra points towards the Disney World trip. So that's also super exciting. So that's kind of why a little bit of putting out the ham challenge, also just to get another party on your hands. It's $45 for the whole set for Mr. Ham, Mr. Forky, and all the stencils and the molds, and that saves them $8. Otherwise, you can definitely sell them individually too. And in order to be entered in that drawing, doesn't have to be the whole set. It can just be one of the little items too. That's just fine. So it's just an extra fun thing. I even said when I went live about it to say, on some of my parties, get ham for your farmers, right? Get the pig for the farmers, because why not? It's kind of fun. Put the little humor in there as well, right? So look at that challenge. Jamie Halber on Cooking Up Success, she put out some verbiage. Change it up, make it your own. That's fine. You can copy and paste too. And then there is some pictures as well. Making it your own might help you stay out of jail. I'm not sure with all this jail stuff going on. So even just changing a word or two or changing a symbol just helps it a little bit. Okay, and then we do have a fun challenge coming up the end of June to help you get some July bookings. And that's all I'm going to say so far. So stay tuned. But no, it's coming, okay? Don't wait for it, though. If you need bookings, be working on that now. Don't wait for the challenge, but just know we have something coming. Okay, so we, Jess and I, Jess Butler, I want to make sure she's there. We are going to do some training with you guys on red flags. So red flags, what does that even mean? Mainly on how to watch for people that might be good at hosting party, might be good at this business within your party. So I'm going to let Jess take it away. She's going to first talk about red flags when it comes to bookings.
Awesome. Can everybody hear me? Am I good? Okay. So yeah, this is actually something that I have really worked on myself, because I really like to get bookings from my party so that I don't have to do as many out of the party contacts. So what I do is, and I can't make any promises about this with new Facebook things, but I haven't had any trouble with this particular part of it yet. I send friend requests to like anybody who comments on a post about booking, anybody who likes a post about booking, anybody who comments on my post where I'm introducing myself and just talking about being a Pampered Chef consultant. That kind of steps on what Carrie's going to talk about, but I send friend requests to those people. And anybody, the big red flags that I watch for are people that want the big items. So my posts where I'm talking about the quick cooker, or my post where I'm talking about the knives, or the cookware, things like that. When people comment on those, the first thing I do is send them a friend request. And then, assuming they accept it, I can reach out to them by Messenger. And to me, the fact that they want something that's more expensive is a red flag that they're probably going to be more likely to have a party, because they'd want to get it for half price or 60% off or whatever. So I think that's the biggest red flag that I would suggest for bookings, is just watch what people comment on, watch what people like, and don't be afraid to send them friend requests and send them messages and reach out to them and offer them. Remember that you're offering them an opportunity to get free stuff, so you don't have to feel pushy about it.
Cool.
I probably forgot things, but I'll let you go from there, Carrie.
No, you are just fine. So also, I think bookings and even recruiting or adding people to your team can look very similar with red flags. Like Jess mentioned, people that are commenting a ton, right? They're interactive. That's a flag to go, they might be really good at this. If they're constantly recommending stuff, if they're constantly bragging about their Pampered Chef products and they love the product, they might have too much of it. Okay. So they may be a good consultant then, because they have so much of it. They know it so well. So they might say, oh, I don't want to book. right? They might not want to book, but they might want to be a consultant because they already have so much of it and know it so well. So I think that would be one. Now, I'm going to ask you guys before I mention any more, because I love asking you guys questions. You guys, what do you guys look for in your parties, whether cooking or online? They're very similar in many ways. What do you guys look for to go, oh, that person should book a party, or that person would be really great at Pampered Chef? And don't be shy and brainstorm. That's fine. If you think your answer might be silly, I want to still hear it. It's still a good answer. Or maybe what you don't look for, but what you think maybe you should look for. Or what might be a red flag.
When they don't buy anything?
Yep. Why do you think, let's answer Janelle's reasoning. So why do you think somebody that doesn't buy anything might be good at this business, or Pampered Chef might be good for them?
Add the extra income that they might be needing.
Right.
We never know what somebody's stories is.
Why don't you just pause it?
Exactly. So you might not know what's going on in their lives. Maybe they're not buying anything because they can't afford it. Maybe they're not buying anything because they're saving for something else. So maybe Pampered Chef is a good way for them to get income faster for that trip they're going on, or something like that. What's another reason, or another flag, something somebody might do that might go, huh, they might be good at this?
In one of my parties, I had one host that was very engaging, always tagging people and asking them questions and really engaging them. And she has seriously thought about the business as a consultant, and she's thought about it and doing more parties in the future. So
totally, that's an excellent one. Especially if hosts are engaged. If hosts are going live, my gosh, they're doing the hardest part of our job. I feel like the scariest part, right? We all crap our pants doing that. I feel like some of us are more comfortable now, but at first it's like, oh my gosh, if your host is doing stuff like that, taking people super interactive, their party's going with a bang. Definitely. I mean, they've already got the basics down. They're gonna soar with this for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a great one. Great job, Tara.
Thanks.
You bet. Anybody else have an idea? And again, no idea is silly. Don't think too hard either. Anyone else? Okay, how many of you have games or maybe posts where you have them ask questions about the business? Anybody do that at your parties?
Mm-hmm.
So if you're not, yep, some of you do. So something to think about. If you're not doing it, might want to add that. Because those can give you really great flags. If people are interacting on those types of posts, if you're posting, what would you do if you made an extra $500, $1,000, $3,000 each month? And they're commenting, and you're seeing they have a need, they want more flexibility, they want more money for their bills. They just gave you a reason right there, right, to get started. You know why the Pampered Chef can help them and what it can do for them. So that's a really good one, right? And sometimes it's hard to know, like sometimes if they were like me when I started, that is how I started. I asked all the questions. I was competitive and I wanted to win a darn prize. It was a Season's Best cookbook and it was a whole $1. But I wanted it because I thought it was worth way more than that. But they don't know that, right? They don't care. And they just want a prize. It could be a 50-cent, could be a citrus peeler for crying out loud, or a piece of candy. But if you're competitive like me, you want to ask the questions. And then that got me thinking, right? So those people, sometimes you reach out. Some wording you could potentially use is, I'm not sure if you were curious or competitive, but wanted to know, right? And then you can finish out, wanted to know if you were interested in being a consultant, wanted to know if you wanted to learn more about Pampered Chef. Okay. And they can say, oh no, I was just competitive, right? And it's no big deal. I'd be like, or they might say, actually, yes, I do have more questions. And if you don't know the answer, it's okay, first of all. Great thing about online, you don't have to have an instant response. You can go to your director. You can go to the Pampered Chef website and look up the information. Be like, hey, that's a great question. Let me quickly check with my director. Let me quickly check what the website says. You would do that for any other job, right? You answer them usually right away, but you say, let me check on that. That's okay if you don't know the answer. I don't even know it all the time. Sometimes I'm like, Janelle, how does this work? And I've been doing this for 7 years. And she's like, actually, I don't even know. Call home office. I'm like, oh, great idea. Sometimes I just have to call to ask because we don't know. We've been doing this for how long? So it's okay. What about your host that maybe invites, so focusing more on the host now, having them join. So a host that invites enough people to where they have 50 members join. Sometimes, they get 10 or, sometimes those people need it too, but I always think of my hosts that have 50 members, man, they're going to be the ones interacting a ton. They're having fun. They love this stuff. They want everyone to know about Pampered Chef. Again, that's a great way to be like, you have a ton of guests already. Let's make this your launch party. Let's get going, right? That's a flag to me when they have that many people there. One thing some of us directors had talked about this past week that was a flag too is sometimes, with host coaching, we want to tell our host what to post. Sometimes our host gets ahead of us and they just start posting things like, guys, what's your favorite product? Oh my gosh, look at this, look at that, right? And we're like, no, we were ready for that. No, let them do, sometimes like, no, let them do that. And those are probably some really great hosts that we can, that love this, love Pampered Chef, love the product enough and takes the initiative, right? They're going to do great if they take initiative. Anything else? Yeah, so I think those are some of the major red flags. You're going to see them as you go too. Sometimes it is the person that only comments one time as well. But some of the major, more obvious red flags are, lots of interaction, right? Your host that's super on top of things. The one that gets their order in right away. The one that doesn't order at all. So you're going to see some of those major red flags. Anybody else have any other flags before we wrap that piece up?
You guys are both pretty virtual. Did anybody mention anything about in-home? What are some red flags at an in-home party? Or can anybody think of any? Tara, you've done some in-home, right?
With other businesses I have, yes. I'm trying to think. Probably the one that would be asking the most questions or the most, like I said earlier, most engaged, that's really into it. They obviously love the product. That would be a definitely a good flag.
Do you ever have that person that shows up real early?
That wants to help?
Kind of watching everything you do, or they stay really late. They want to be the last one to order because they don't want to talk to you about the business in front of other people.
True.
Sometimes that can be a red flag.
But a lot of it is the same too, because I talked about with the interaction of the game. I was talking about going to a cooking party because that's how I started. I went to a cooking party, although I am mainly virtual, but that I was playing the game at a cooking party. Granted, playing the game at a virtual party, essentially the same thing too. But
she was playing it because she's Dutch and she wanted the free prize, and it wasn't any big deal. It was just a cookbook, but I had her card like from the start. I'm like, that girl's so going to be on my team.
You know what's funny is I did the exact same thing. I played all the games and I commented on everything in Carrie's party because I wanted the prize. I didn't even know what the prize was. I just knew I wanted a prize.
That's me as well. Yep.
So.
And it's funny because I'll go to other company parties and they'll be like, oh, you should do this. I'm like, yeah, I know I ask a lot of questions. I just want the prize. I'm sorry. Yeah. I get asked to join everything because of it. which is good. It's very complimentary. It means I'm in the right business. All right, so I'm going to do some move on and just make sure we have enough time. We can always come back to, but we want to do some recognition. So I want to do some shout out recognition. So if you were green in the month of May, and if for you that are new, what going green means is you sold $150 in sales for the whole month. So if you were green in May, throw your hands in the air like you just don't care. Whoop, whoop. We've got Tara. We've got Janelle.
Not me, June.
Mickey. Whoop, whoop. I know Jess was. Eileen was. Woohoo. Yeah. That was fun, guys. Thank you for interacting. And then let's recognize those that are green so far in the month of June. Whoop, whoop. Who's green? $150 in sales. Okay. And there is still plenty of time for the rest of the month. Woohoo! So you can still book parties. Shoot, I'm wrapping up some parties and I'm gonna book for the end of June still. So even next week, I might be starting some of these parties, like literally on Friday, which is just fine. You can book in close. That is okay. So, all right. One last thing before we wrap up too is I want to talk about conference. First of all, who's already signed up for conference? We've got Joni, we've got Danny, we've got Jess and Janelle, and the rest of you, sign up tomorrow or tonight.
Eileen, are you signed up?
Oh, you got to come.
We're going to put the pressure on, girlfriend.
Oh,
Melissa signed up. Woo woo.
Okay, so why you guys are like, great. Why is everyone so excited about conference? Woohoo. First of all, if you are new, as of July 1st last year, I believe is the date, your registration's only $99. This is the cheapest you'll ever have it. They never had no cheap registration back in the day until a couple years ago. So take advantage of your first year for sure and go. It's not too late. If you're going, oh my gosh, I don't know if I can afford it. If you have Pampered Chef Bucks, your Pampered Chef Bucks can pay for the registration, that $99, okay? So if you're new, remember for every $12.50 you sell, you get $100. So sell $12.50, you're gonna get your registration fee taken care of. Then, if you need more parties on your calendar to help pay for the rest, we can do that. But we try to do this really cheap. We share rooms, okay? We figure it all out. So we try to put 4 in a room. If you have people that live in your area, we try to put those people together in cars to drive. Gas was like $25 last year. I think maybe, I don't even know if it was that much. I mean, it was super cheap. And then food, I mean, the place we were at had a fridge. So some people, I know I made some snacks ahead of time because I was pregnant and needed to eat a lot. But I had made snacks myself, put them in a cooler, and I brought the cooler around with me in a backpack during conference. So you can make your own sandwiches. You can make your own food. We do, if you want to go out to eat, you can. As directors, we pay for a meal. So we have a pizza party. So you got free pizza there. We try to make it as cheap as possible, but you're going to get so much out of it. So I'm going to have you guys who've gone before, or maybe you've just looked and you've seen what you're going to get out of it. Tell me one thing. Tell me 10 things. Tell me one thing you're going to get out of this, that everyone's going to get out of this.
You will walk away with more knowledge than you ever have. And all of those people that you see on all the PC promotional videos and all that kind of stuff, you get to just talk to them. That's pretty awesome. Mm-hmm. And you get to see how many different people sell it. You don't realize that it doesn't matter who you are. Like, anybody's available.
Amen. Boop, boop. What else?
You leave there on fire. Like, just so, I don't even know how to describe it. Just so excited and like feeling super amazing. And it's really awesome too to connect with all of the people on your team that you had never met that live states away sometimes, and just super fun and amazing. Everybody needs to go.
Yeah, especially with this virtual world, it's so much fun having all of us from different states come together. Like it was so much fun last year, and I'm like, oh, I actually met you now in person. This is fun. It just creates that connection a little bit better. What else?
Swag bags.
Whoop, whoop.
So we get a bunch of new products, probably, I don't know, $100 to $200 worth, it seems like, about somewhere in there. Of swag bags. You pretty much, especially you new consultants, you pay $99 for gosh sakes, and you get at least $100 in products back. So that's really cool.
Yep.
Surprise boxes.
If you don't know what a surprise box is, they have different sizes of boxes that you can purchase, and you have no idea you're going to get in it. So it's kind of fun. Some things are retired, some things are current. Every once in a while, you get a slip. It's a special slip, and all of a sudden you have a 12-inch skillet, like something crazy that you get. So for $10, because you bought $10 surprise pack or $25 surprise pack. So it is a lot of fun to get those.
It's the golden ticket, like the chocolate factory, right?
Yes.
It's a golden ticket.
It's super fun. Not only, the other thing that's super fun about conference, we are the first ones to know what the new products are going to be. Like, that's when you find out what the new products for fall are going to be, and you're going to be the first one to know it, which is super fun. Like, it's like, I don't even know, like Price is Right, or like, come on down, here they come. And, it's just exciting. So really good there. Anything else?
The recognition, watching everybody watch the stage, like walk the stage, and it's your team members, like watching all of you guys walk the stage. Yeah, it's awesome.
Danny, what happened to you after last year?
I promoted to director, what was that, October? So,
yep.
Everybody can do it. If you want it, go get it. But go to conference.
We had 3 director promotions and 2 advanced director promotions as a result of the fire that was lit at conference. I think 100% we can say that, right? You will come back and you will make more money. You will book more parties unless you do nothing with what you learned. Okay, that's the caveat. You have to do something with what you learned. But if you do something with what you learned, you will have more parties. You will share the business with more people, and you'll start to get more comfortable at doing all of those things. So it's a great experience. Well, I think we beat that horse dead, right? You're all signing up as soon as you get off here, right?
Right. It's just so much fun. And then the training you get, you can choose, which is great, what training you want. We have some big sessions together, which is just, that creates the energy and the fire. But then we've got some smaller. So if you feel like you want more information on bookings, you can get that. If you want more training on virtual, you can get that. They have a tech center. So if you want to learn more about our website and tech tools, they have that. And I know that this conference, they have some really exciting news coming out. I don't know what it is. I'll be honest. I don't know, people, but there's some really exciting news. I know they've talked about this concept of maybe starting off on a little scooter, a little bicycle with our technology, moving to a small kid motorized car, and we're growing. So I don't know if we're on a motorcycle or a convertible or where we're at, maybe airplane or yacht, but we're growing. So they just using those analogies of making our website and our tech tools, our mobile app better. And it sounds like there's something really big and exciting coming. So one of the years was the wedding registration, that when that came back. So that was really exciting. I'm guessing it's got to be bigger, something really cool, than what that was. And that was really great. So we will be the ones to hear it firsthand from home office, which I think I hear things way better when it comes firsthand rather than second, third, fourth hand, right? So we get to learn all that straight from home office. And if you really want to, you can also take tours of the home office, which is pretty cool as well. So don't forget that either. And we get all sleep together, which is super fun. So, what? Anyways. I had to say it. Okay, we're not that weird. But, sorry, I don't want to scare anyone away. But my point is we have fun. All right. I don't want to run over, but anything else before I close her up? And we can ask questions afterwards, but I just want to respect everyone's times too. I'll stay on for another 20 minutes, but if I need to. But okay. So to go with that and everything else, I appreciate you guys coming to the team meetings. This is where you learn more. We get to help cheer each other up, right? Or cheer each other on. But if you are looking for a change, then you can't keep doing the same thing. You have to change something. Right? That's what I want to close with. If you feel like you're getting the same results over and over again and nothing's changing, you might need to change something. Something small, something big. All right. I'll sit here if you guys have any other questions. But otherwise, happy Monday. And go register. I'd like to see 3 more people register by midnight tonight for conference, because that would be awesome. And you don't have to be in my room if I scare you. But if I don't, you're welcome.
She spoons. Stay away from her.
Last year, I had a whole bed to myself because I was pregnant. You know, fish are only pumping. So, I mean, take your pick. I don't know.
Bye, guys.